Mick Elliott from Electronic Specifier at Embedded World. I am on the MicroSys stand with David Pashley from Direct Insights. And David, first of all, I know you work very closely with MicroSys. Can you just talk about some of the fruits of those collaborations?
Yeah, we've been working with MicroSys for a few years now, and MicroSys brings something a bit different to the world of system-on-module platforms. Really, all their system-on-modules are based on high-end NXP processors, and there's one particular new NXP processor that's on everybody's lips at the moment, which is the IMX95. And there are a lot of platforms, boards, system-on-modules based on IMX95, but MicroSys has got a particular take on this. You've got to remember MicroSys are aiming themselves at the automotive market and at markets like autonomous robotics. Now, what do those markets have that's particular to them? They have a requirement for sophistication, high complexity, but above all else, for support of functional safety. So MicroSys have brought out a new IMX95 module, and it's down here amongst all the other IMX95 modules, but the more interesting thing is that it fits on this baseboard. And the thing is that as well as a huge range of complexity, sophistication of interfaces, I should say, breadth of interfaces, what they've got is support for functional safety. How have they achieved that? Well, the IMX95 itself is able to support functional safety, but you've got to get all the power supplies around it right, because you've got to have the right redundancy and so on. And basically what MicroSys have done is by using a 314-pin connector, they've brought all the power supply lines to the outside, where they have a strategy for meeting the functional safety requirements. So basically you end up with a product that you can use in functionally safe environments. And Direct Insight, we are not so focused on automotive. We are more focused on autonomous robotics and also very much on medical functionally safe systems. So, for example, if you have robotic surgery, that sort of thing, where you can't afford the system to go down if you're going to meet your functional safety requirements, we now have a platform with MicroSys where we can provide a complete functionally safe environment alongside the QNX operating system, which is what we typically use to achieve that. So just to say a little bit more, as well as this baseboard, which has just about every conceivable interface built into it, which is great, and what you can't see is there are a couple of M.2 locations on the back. It's also got this blank area here in this connector, and basically you get a load more interfaces using custom boards, and the interfaces you get there include power over Ethernet and also 10 gigabit Ethernet, which again not every IMX95 implementation brings out, but at the high end you need these high performance interfaces.
And are you taking these to market now? Are they available for customers?
They are available to customers. You can buy a development kit, I believe, this month, or if not next month. It's imminent. And then production modules by the time you've done your development by the time you've done your development in the second half of the year. Towards the end of the year, we'll have production modules available. MicroSys are also making the module available in a wide range of configurations. Why? Well, because we've got this huge crush on DDR5 memory at the moment. So they're bringing in a base level module with only 2 gigabytes RAM. The top of the range module will still be 16 gigabytes. but that's going to be rather expensive because of the sheer price of RAM at the moment. But they're making various price points available to try and overcome that, because we're sort of back to the age where people are trying to, instead of memory's virtually free, let's use lots of memory, we're suddenly back in the age of let's see how little memory we can use because it's very expensive.
And just turning to Direct Insight and the sort of things you're bringing to market with system on modules on platforms, can you just talk us through some of that?
Well, we're doing all sorts of interesting projects at the moment, and one of the areas of interest that we're stepping up to meet is cybersecurity regulation compliance. And the two principal areas of compliance people are worried about is CRA, and also, because we do medical devices, the MDR, the EU medical device regulations. And those two are sort of coming together anyway, as we find that Sensenelec is producing harmonized standards for CRA. We sort of see those starting to be used for compliance with MDR as well. So we're going to end up with one set of regulations, and you've got to do certain things to be compliant. You've got to have, these are practical things that we're implementing on customers' projects right now. Secure boot, over-the-air updating, images with minimized exploitable vulnerabilities, software bill of materials, all these things customers are requiring from us right now, and we're doing extra engineering work on behalf of our customers to bring it all in so that customers can be CRA compliant.
Okay, and just generally, how are you seeing the marketplace now? Are you seeing things beginning to pick up?
Yeah. We've had a good year. I know we're only beginning of March, but we're already having a good year. So that's good. We're a little bit worried about the geopolitical things going on at the moment. Might take the wind out of the sails, but right now the wind's in the sails. So yeah, it's going well for us.
David Pashley, thank you very much.
Thanks, mate.